Whenever I get summoned by hosts in Ring City, I just love getting invaded in that area. It's so fun. It's so fun. I don't think there's really anything like that in Elden Ring. There's no areas where I would just, like, go there specifically to get invaded. But Ring City, with your ability to respawn Spear of the Church, and then just Dried Finger from the very top, all the way down the steps with all the heralds, into the field with all the Judicator and bugs and stuff, that whole run is incredibly fun for me. And then the Spear of the Church itself. I don't know, I just like it a lot. I wish there were more respawning of bosses in these games. I would like to redo this dungeon with the Death Knight at the bottom. I think this one's relatively big too. I'm a big fan of the big dungeons, and I kind of wish they were big enough to justify having bosses as checkpoints, and then I would just party up and run those, if they had that ability. Like, I really enjoyed the Chalice dungeons, specifically for that. Isn't that what New Game Plus is for, kinda? Yeah, but New Game Plus is like, numbers go up difficulty, and I don't enjoy that. Because with Chalice dungeons, for example, you can just keep plonking the same Chalice down and running it. So if we had the ability to have those big dungeons with bosses as checkpoints, and then just the ability to respawn the bosses, I would constantly run those. It would be fun. That's like the whole reason I liked Chalice dungeons. They scaled a bit high, but the co-op experience was so fun. I just liked the crawl. Having a boss at the end to defeat is like a treat. If I just ran the dungeon and sent people home at the boss fog, there would be no point. The crawl would still be fun, but it'd be unsatisfying, I guess is what I'm saying. Especially when those dungeons are mandatory for me to progress through specific areas. I just want big optional dungeons that I can respawn the bosses in. I think this is one of the reasons I liked Spiral Knights so much, is that those dungeons are literally just infinite. Yes, maybe have a resource to spend to reload the dungeon, like 5 scrumbles for a larger area like Stormwind and 1 for some random catacomb. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that either. Like, even if it cost rune arcs or something, like, how many of these do I have? I only have 35. I guess I haven't done much co-op on Blondie. Even if it cost rune arcs, that would just mean more engaging in more crawls. And I'd be fine with that. Even if the rewards from the dungeons themselves weren't that great, like, they could be ancient smithing stones, for example. Just some way to get infinite smithing stones would be nice in the first place. So there's that. There's, like, incentive to do it. They don't need to be anything big, special, and unique. Just, like, smithing stones. And I would run them. I don't know if a Chalice dungeon mod for Dark Souls 3 exists, but oh boy. If it did, I'm sure I would play it a lot.